in the playoffs is going to be coming up right now. And we're only running half of this race here on this live stream. 50% of this race is going to be the round of 8. We're already locked in. We won at the Charlotte Roval. But not only that, we actually clinched on points before that race. So try to get going here. And we'll see if we can go back to back.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready now. Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. We're underway. This is going to be a fun race here. Quickly off the restart after qualifying 15th. We're taking it 3 wide on the inside of the racetrack.
Car outside. Hold your line. You got it. Just clear there. Outside.
Great run on the opening lap of the race. Quickly able to get to the inside of Jeffrey Earnhardt. And around. Oh no, sideways already on the first lap, but we're going to keep it going.
Got a car roll now.
That could have been way worse than what it actually ended up being. Somehow we don't have a lot of damage. Unbelievable. Got the left side tires on the apron a little bit there, and we're actually kind of fighting a little bit of a loose race car right now. Only one pit stop should get us to the end of this one.
Got one peeking inside.
Tyler Reddick threading the needle 3 wide on the inside. He's going to try to fight and get his way all the way back through the pack again. And the only driver locked into the round of 8 so far, so we still have 11 drivers battling for 7 more positions. A win, you're automatically in. Noah Gragson currently in the race lead right now.
Careful, slow down. Fast, moving right fast. Top 3, if you need it.
To the outside of Tyler Reddick. Trying to battle hard for that position. Vinnie Miller just in front of us right now. We might both be faster than him currently, but it does seem like Tyler Reddick's got a little bit faster of a car than us on the short run. Crossover move now on Reddick down to the inside. And now he's going to thread it up the middle here in between me and Vinnie Miller. Well, we're going to clear 2 of them off of turn 4 and now become side by side with Timmy Hill in the 66. And now we wash up the racetrack. Tyler Reddick's going to get around us. He's going to get around 2 drivers as well. So now we flatline. We're still in the 16th position right behind him. Multi-groove racetrack here at Dover International Raceway, but I'm likely going to run the bottom the majority of this race. Looking to pass him here around the higher line, but I don't think it's going to happen. To the in-car cam. Here in this one. The left side tires are down on the apron again for a little bit there. We got Chad Fincham just in front of us. Going to try to get around him here through turns 1 and 2. A little bit of a slide job, and now a crossover move by Fincham. So the battle for the 15th position is going on. Really trying to roll it into 3 and 4. And we'll clear him off of turn 4. So we're back up to 15th. It was a tough break. We were in the 6th position battling for 5th with Tyler Reddick. We both had contact and we both kind of fell a little bit further back in the pack, and now we're trying to play catch up now at this point. Barely able to clear Ryan Sieg. He gets loose off of turn 4. He's going to be able to at least hold on to it for the time being. So we move into the 14th spot. Race leader Noah Gregson here, very close to catching up to the lap traffic now for the first time here today. Reddick currently up to 12th, looking to pass a couple more drivers. He's definitely going to be a good driver to follow here to try and work our way through the field. As we get to the inside now of Justin Allgaier. Very tight off of turn 4, but cannot quite clear him, but we're going to stay alongside of him. As he pinches us down on the racetrack into turn 1, but we're going to clear him now off of turn 2. Again, this race car very loose here for Cole Custer. We ride along board with him. Thickest part of the field here, right in the middle. We got a little bit of contact going on with Brandon Brown. Nothing much there. And we're going to really drive it deep into turns 3 and 4. We're going to be able to clear him. Three-wide battle now for the 10th position. And wow, what a great three-wide pass there. Right behind Reddick for 9th. Looking to make a move to the inside. And we're right on his corner panel now. Reddick, oh, gonna get the speed off the corner though. And now we have our first caution of the race here today. So we have our first yellow of the race. Gonna stay out of the pits here. We can't make it on fuel to the end after this first caution, so just have to stay out and go from there. Green flag back in the air though here at Dover. We restart from the 10th spot. 79 laps to go. The outside of the racetrack currently Cole Custer trying to make a move. We're going to lose a spot on the restart. Getting the run off the top side of the track. Now down to the bottom, 3 wide, but we're going to clear Brown at least before we get into the corner. And this restart for Tyler Reddick could be huge, especially with them restarting on the bottom. And now we're to the inside of the 19 of Brandon Jones. A little slight contact. We washed up the racetrack. Very tough to pass here. Higher speeds for a short track. A concrete racetrack at that as well. it in deep again. Now to the inside of Brandon Jones. Can't quite get to him yet. Jones going to throw the block now, and here we go. 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. Side drafting off of Brandon Jones, rather. And we're going to get around him. How about Tyler Reddick up to the 4th spot? Again, we're trying to both work our way to the front, and now again comes Brandon Jones down to the bottom as he tries to get around us. 74 laps to go. See how much the straightaways are even banked on this racetrack. Oh, Briscoe moves up the track now, and we were forced to move our line a little higher than what we wanted. We're going to lose a couple positions, and we're going to have to try and fight to get around Brandon Jones again. Now 3 wide. Briscoe, Custer, and Jones. And we're going to get around Briscoe for 7. Current race leader is Michael Annette. We still have 72 laps to go. Now we try to run the middle. Diamonding the corner off a little bit now. We're side by side with Noah Gregson for 6th. And we're going to get around him, and now trying to get around Tyler Reddick as well for 5th. Brandon Jones up to 4th. Driving it in deep into turns 1 and 2 now. We're going to clear Tyler Reddick off of turn 2. And for the first time today, we're in the 5th position. Annette, the race leader, currently pulling away from everybody else in the field. Right behind Brandon Jones. Both of us are closing in on Austin Cindric right now, though. We're on the onboard in-car camera. 69 to go. And on a short track, these laps are going to fly by really quickly. First race of the round of 8 in the next race for the Xfinity Series will be at Kansas Speedway. So now both me and Jones have caught Austin Cindric. Jones to the inside for 3rd, which is keeping Austin Cindric on the top side of the racetrack. We're going to try to follow Jones. Can we both clear Cindric? Not quite. Jones was able to. Now we're trying to clear Cindric. We will, but a crossover move now by Austin. And we're still side by side. Now we're forced to run the top side, and Cindric's going to clear us right back. That gives us the straightaway speed. Now Cindric will move to the top side. We run the bottom. Side by side again here for the 4. Turns 1 and 2. Not going to get him. Some great battling on the racetrack here all throughout. Only 1 caution in the race today. We'll have to see if that's going to change. And now how about Christopher Bell in 2nd? He's about to lose the 2nd place position to Brandon Jones. Big drive in on the entrance of turn 1. We're able to clear Cindric finally, and we're up to 4th. Jones could not clear Christopher Bell, and that's going to allow us to close into both of these guys now. And an intense battle for 2nd here between 3 drivers is going to come. washing up the track. Jones is up to second now as he has just passed Christopher Bell. Bell blocking us to the inside. Hung up right behind him. Again, a very, very loose race car right now. 63 laps to go. Now we're alongside, driving it in deep. Quickly changing our line to the outside, trying to use the lap car as a pick. Very tight off of turn 2. We're able to clear him. And we're now up to second place. About 3.5 seconds off the race leader, Michael Annett. Car in the wall down the front straightaway. Not sure entirely who that was, but that will bring out the caution for the second time here today. With 62 laps to go, we get our second caution of the race. And likely everybody will come down onto pit road, take their 4 fresh tires, and we'll carry on. So we're going to actually lose 6 spots on pit road as we go from 2nd back to 7th. So that's a little bit of a tough break, but here we go now. Green flag in the air here at Dover. Great restart on the inside. Trying to get everybody into turn 1. Side by side for the lead. Now with Michael Annett. Everybody on 4 fresh tires. We have just cleared Annett off of turn 2. And from 7th to 1st on the restart for Cole Custer. Bell able to go from 3rd to the lead as well. Or to 2nd rather. And now that we have the clean airs, we're up to speed. We have to be content with holding the bottom of the racetrack. Three wide back there for 2nd. What a move. Annett trying to get underneath us now. Side by side for the lead again. Down the front straightaway. Annett will clear us before we even get into turn 1. And Michael Annett now probably going to pull away. He has led the majority of the laps so far. Has been the fastest driver in the field. He moves his line to the top. So will we, but that opens up the bottom now for Christopher Bell. And Bell is to the inside. Not giving us much room. Very tight off of turn 2. Dillon drove it in a little too deep there into 3 and 4. Can't quite catch Gregson. In fact, he pulls us a little bit. So restarted in 7th. Got to the lead on the exit of turn 2. Led a lap. It's our first and only lap we've led this entire race. Racing for playoff points. We're already locked into the next round in the round of 8. This is the last race of the round of 12. And now with 54 laps to go. How will this work out? Now it's Jeffrey Earnhardt on the inside of us. On the top side now, right behind us, is going to be Brandon Jones. We're going to block him off. Jones has had a fast car, especially on a longer run. Our car gets better as the run goes on. In this shortened race, we will not reach a full fuel run because of the timing of that second caution. But can we run the final 59 laps under green in this race? It's not impossible. We just ran our fastest lap ever here in the Xfinity Series at Dover. 23.748. So Annett not really pulling too far away, as you can see him out in front, a little less than 2 seconds ahead of us. And with 51 laps to go, we still have plenty of time to catch him. So we can get just 3 laps in just over a minute here, so we don't have too much time left in this race. Annette now trying to move his line to the outside. Well, everybody else behind him here is running the inside line. Side by side for second up ahead. Noah Gregson was looking to make the move. Now he backs off at Christopher Bell. But he works on him again now down the front straightaway, just to fall in line behind him before they get into turn one. And now Gregson will move to the top side of the track. Trying something different, but he's going to lose ground on second place Christopher Bell. It's allowing Jeffrey Earnhardt in fourth to now catch Gregson as he stays on the top side once again. Now he moves back down to the bottom, realizing that that wasn't working. Gregson led a lot of laps early in this race. He was on the pole. And now we're about to catch lap traffic here in another lap or two. Michael Annette, the race leader's got 3 lap cars just in front of him. And now we're going to go to the inside now on Jeffrey Earnhardt. Side by side for fourth in turns 1 and 2. Can't quite clear him though. Tight battle going on right now. Side by side for an entire lap. Lap traffic is going to be coming up soon. 46 to go. Driving it in deep in turns 1 and 2. And we are going to clear Annette for the fourth position, as well as the lap car of Morgan Shepherd and Joey Gase. 7/10 of a second behind the third place driver of Christopher Bell now. Earnhardt and Jones struggling to get around the lap traffic behind us. But that might allow Jones to get into the top 5 and pass the non-playoff driver of Jeffrey Earnhardt. On the onboard cam once again here. We try to close the gap on Christopher Bell to the outside. Very tight, had to get out of the gas to keep it off the wall though, and now we're going to follow Bell in behind this lap car of the 61 of Austin Hill. And unfortunately, that was all we could do there. Seemed to be better in turns 1 and 2 than 3 and 4. Really able to drive the car deep into turn 1 and hold it. That's where we gained the most on the racetrack, it seems like. Drive it in deep into 3 and 4 as well, but for some reason in turn 1, that's our sweet spot. Bell and Gregson trying to maybe work to the outside on this lap car. We're just going to have to follow him. Single file through the field currently. And a slight contact now with Christopher Bell. Working right through the middle of the lap traffic now, side by side for third. Using the lap car of Elliott Sadler as a pick. And we are going to clear both him and Christopher Bell. Bell with a crossover move now. He tries hold on to the third position, but he can't get to us. So we clear him off of turn 4. And just like that, Cole Custer's up to third. Just over 2.5 seconds off the lead and about a second off the second place driver of Noah Gregson. Again though, this time is winding down. Only 39 laps to go. Now to the hood cam for the final time. For the next 4 laps or so. Not too nervous yet as far as trying to catch these guys, but we are going to have to pick up the pace if we're going to want a chance to win this one. We definitely have a top 5 car though. It's a lot better than the first 2 runs of the race we've had. Again though, we've only led 1 lap this entire race. Michael Annett has had the car to beat, but now he's getting held up in a ton of lap traffic currently. And that's allowing Noah Gragson to really close the gap on him. Gragson now within a couple car lengths of the lead. We're about a 1.5 seconds back from Annett yet. Heavy lap traffic is what we're about to endure here on this next lap. 3 wide down to the bottom here to try and really get around some of these guys. And we have a caution. Unbelievable. Caution is out now for the 3rd time today with 34 laps to go. And this will bunch the field up once again for what could possibly be an epic finish here to this Xfinity Series race. So we will have 31 laps to go on the restart. We had a great restart when we were in 7th on the inside. We'll see in 3rd on the inside how good of a start we'll get this time. Green flag in the air. Down to the bottom again. Here we go. Noah Gragson is going to go from the outside to the lead as they bobble on the inside. Left side tires got on the apron a little bit, and Noah Gragson from 2nd to 1st as we're side by side for 2nd with Christopher Bell. And now Annett, the fastest driver in the field, from trying to get back to the lead. 30 laps to go as we're up to speed again here at Dover. Trying to work the outside of the racetrack. And Annett's going to get on by us. We're going to get the straightaway speed though because of running the top side. We're going to try the top again, and it's not seemingly going to work, and that gets away from us a little bit. Trying it in deep into turn 1. How long can Noah Gragson hold on to the lead? And now we're side by side with Annett for 2nd. Driving it in deep again, trying to clear him. Another crossover move by Michael Annett. Wow, what a power move by that one car. Only 28 to go. Slight contact as we drove it in way too deep that time, and we lose a ton of ground in the process. As that is not at all what I was intending to do. In fact, that actually shot Annett closer to the race leader, Noah Gragson. Annett moved to the top to try and get around him. Top side just doesn't seem to be the way to go today for most of these drivers. We were right in their tracks. We seem to be faster than them, but that little bit of damage now on the front bumper after that contact seemingly kind of making the car a little bit tighter than what it's been most of the day. And also a little bit slower too. 25 laps to go, and now Annett to the bottom for the lead. With Noah Gragson, if they race each other hard, we might be able to catch him, but Annett's going to clear him off of turn 2. And that's not what we want to see, but now a crossover move, possibly not quite. Annett able to hold on. Once again, Gragson not going to try to let him go. What we want to see is a good battle for the lead up there. The more they change their lines and get out of rhythm, more of a chance we're going to be able to catch them. Annette now on the top side, leaving the bottom open again for Gregson. As they come off of turn 4, side by side for the lead. This is what we want to see. They're racing hard and we're catching them. And Gregson again will clear Annette. Great battle up ahead. Lap traffic looming here in about another 5 laps or so. Annette loses a lot of ground through 3 and 4 that time. We try to reel him back in. We might need them to have to battle with each other once again if we're going to want to catch them. Now that they stopped trying to pass each other, we're kind of flatlining with them, not really gaining a whole lot. Annette now looks to the bottom off of turn 2. And now the top 3 all bumper to bumper. Exiting turn 4. 20 laps to go.
Still there?
Getting closer to the lap traffic now. Who will go where to try and pass them? Oh, we're stuck on the top now, trying to fight through the middle to get around these guys. What a move by Custer, but now we're washing up the racetrack. Got very tight for a second there. Everybody trying to follow each other through the lap traffic. Annette slightly washes up, but we can't make the move on him. Now down to the bottom as they both go to the top. Lap cars a pick there of Austin Hill. We're going to slide in front of everybody. And Cole Custer is in the lead for only the second time today with 18 laps to go. Noah Gregson, though, got around the lap car quick, and now we got 2 lap cars side by side just in front of us. Trying to get away from the rest of the field.
Stay on the ball. Clear high, bud.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting around both the first and second place car a couple laps ago now. And for the final 16 laps, trying to hold on and hope that there will not be a caution in the process that will bunch the field up once again.
You got room. You're clear. All right, you're clear there.
15 to go. Kaz Gralla really struggling. One of the playoff drivers in the 29th spot. And a bad finish can keep him out of the round of 8 at the end of this race. This is the cutoff race for the round. Laps to go. Little loose on the entrance of turn 1 there. Tires should last easily to the end. Still 40% tire wear left on the right front tire. Only a 1-mile racetrack. Pretty short in length. the top, all the way up against the wall there. Very tight there. I thought PJ McLeod was going to pull up in front of us, but he didn't have enough room to do so. We do still have quite a bit of lap traffic, but they're evenly spaced out, at least for now, and that should help us. We get and catch a group of cars that are kind of packed together, it might become harder to pass, but for the most part we should be fine. The lead is now open up to a 3-second advantage. The top 5 are all playoff drivers. You see on the upper left-hand corner of the screen, the red box next to the position on the racetrack is indicating that they are in the playoffs here in the Xfinity Series.
Still there. You've got room. You're clear.
Plenty of fuel to make it to the end. Still got 20 laps left in the tank. We're just under 10 to go. So even if we go into multiple overtimes, we'll easily be able to make it to the end.
Stay out the ball. You're clear all around there.
Taking it 3 wide to the bottom, quickly trying to clear these guys, and we easily do before we get into the corner. So that won't slow us up at all here. And we're going to have to do the same down the front straightaway. Now we're not able to clear everybody here. Ooh, very close. Oh man, I thought Vinnie Miller was going to try to sneak on the inside of us to get his lap back, but he didn't do it. He let us go. And now a lot of open traffic ahead. No lap cars in the near future for the next couple laps at least. 5 laps to go now, as we're just racing to get to the white flag without a caution here at this point. So that way if a caution comes out on the white flag lap, the race will be over. If it comes out before then, we will go to overtime. 4 to go. Likely catch a couple more lap cars if we stay green here to the finish, but they're evenly spread out to this point. Should make it a lot easier to pass them. It wasn't a dominating victory by any means if we do pull off the win, as we will only lead 19 laps in this one, including the final 18. But we did time the run out perfect. We had the better car at the end of the race. And now 2 laps to go. We're a mile away from the white flag. A lot of heavy lap traffic just ahead of us, but we have a 5-second advantage. So once we get to this white flag, I can kind of back off. Not have to rush to get around these guys. And we're going to get there. So white flag in the air, 1 lap to go here at Dover. Justin Haley trying to get every position he can. Every point matters for everybody else that's on the bubble here to make it to the next round, but we know we're already in, but we're going to add on to it. Cole Custer gets the win at Dover. And the Allied steals Building 200. A big win, the second of the postseason in the first 3 races. quickly blowing our engine here in the victory celebration. Nevertheless, pretty good race, 3 cautions in total. Only 39 minutes to run half of a race. That's pretty quick. Even for a 100-mile event. Great job getting the 5 more playoff points to add into the next round. So you see who all advanced. Justin Allgaier will miss by 4 points. We put Haley a lap down at the end of the next round of the playoffs by 4 points over Allgaier. And the 4 drivers to miss the next round will be Kaz Gralla by 19 points. Also 19 points back from the cut line. John Hunter Nemechek will miss. Tyler Reddick, he's been strong throughout most of the season. Had a tough first couple races. He will miss by 7 points. And again, Allgaier misses by only 4 points into the next round of the playoffs. So there's Cole Custer in victory lane. And the Ford Mustang. We get the victory. And that's going to be all for this one. See you guys in the next video. Not sure entirely what that race will be, whether it'll be the Cup Series or the Xfinity Series side. But it should be a fun one nevertheless. Subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 4 related and other future related NASCAR content. Hit the like button if you like the racing and or the commentary throughout the course of this one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.